What a weekend for the Ducks as we return back to Matthew Knight Arena as the Oregon women's volleyball team hosted the Pac-12 Big Ten Challenge, coming out 1-1, losing their first game of the season to Minnesota tonight.
Stanford, Penn State, and Minnesota came to Eugene to participate in this star-studded tournament. The Ducks played number 18 Penn State on the first day of competition and didn't disappoint. Oregon came out hot, winning the first set 25-17. Having the crowd back in Matthew Knight Arena gave the Ducks energy all throughout the game. And so did the student band, who played their tunes once again at an Oregon sporting event. The Ducks found themselves in an 18-14 deficit in the second set, so head coach Matt Ulmer decided to call a timeout to rally the Ducks.
During that timeout, we just talked about how the whole first set we were really consistent, and how how we were really consistent the first set, and so just trying to get back to that mindset of just going on on a smooth run and just playing our game again and not trying to do too much.
Brooke Nunaviller, Abby Hansen, and Morgan Lewis came alive in the third set as Penn State was trying to extend the match, and the game came down to a 25-all stalemate when Becca Morse was subbed in and played in the front court as the Ducks pulled away with the win.
We had to stop double subbing in the 6-2. So then Kylie was front row and Morgan was back row. And then Becca now was in the front row instead of Abby Hansen, who could go back in because she went in to serve for her. So now all of a sudden you had Becca in the front row, which she doesn't normally play. And then you had, Kylie in the front row and Morgan in the back row. And so it was out of position. But sometimes I think that's happened probably 6 times in my career, and we've gone 6 for 6 when that happens.
For the first time all season, Oregon didn't look dominant against an opponent as number 13 Minnesota came to play in Eugene. The Ducks lost the first set, which was the second set they lost all season and the first time they've trailed an opponent. Nunaviller and company weren't phased, winning the next 2 sets, but not as dominant as they usually have. Lewis, Taylor Borup, and Elise Ferreira tried to give Oregon a spark in the fourth set, but Minnesota had answers for everything the Ducks threw at them, especially when Katie Myers was subbed into the game and got 8 blocks in just that fourth set. Oregon couldn't bounce back from the deficit that they were in the fourth set and ended up losing that set, tying up the game 2-all. And in the fifth and final set, the Ducks didn't play any better as the Golden Gophers went on to win 15-12, sealing the win and the first loss for Oregon all season.
I told the team at the end that this was very much like a Sweet 16, Elite 8, back-to-back matches, and we fell short of going to the Final Four.
The Ducks are now 6-1 and will travel to Washington, D.C. for another preseason tournament. For Matthew Knight Arena, with Duck TV Sports, I'm Israel La Rue.